What's going on, Mike? Hey, Johnny. Let me know if you guys can hear me all right. I'm just setting this up. Oh, so how has everyone's day been going? Hopefully, good. Mike, it's 11:30 a.m. over there. My God, it's 6:30 p.m. here. What's going on, Rob? I'm just getting myself situated. I was a little bit nervous because I might turn a pen tonight, and I ran out of pen kits, and they literally just showed up like 20 minutes ago, which is amazing. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I know I'm a few minutes early, but that's all right. It was like Christmas when Amazon showed up. I got a whole ton of these things, so it's gonna be awesome. I had to turn my air cleaner off because it's bloody loud. But yeah. So I just started this past week. I finally decided to bite the bullet and buy a pen kit because I've seen 77 Rockets do it, and Whack and Shack, and so many others I've watched. And I was like, no, I got to get in on this. So that's exactly what I did. And so I spun the kit that I got came with 3 pen kits. So what's going on, Chase? So in any case, I used those up already. And but the cool part is I also bought a bunch of exotic blanks and some really cool ones. One of the pens I spun, I don't have enough of this left, is this one here, which is really cool. So this is a black and white Asian ebony, and it looks really freaking cool once it's finished. So, but I already gave that pen away, so this is going to be a blank. Then I'm a piece that I'm going to get added into another pen when I get to that point. But the other cool part is I have thanks, Mike. Yeah, it is definitely a beautiful piece of wood. But I've got so much scraps in my shop, and so I'm just going to start doing like using a lot of the scraps that I have. And I'm just going to start throwing together a lot of these pieces. So I'm really, really excited about it. But the first one that we're going to do, I'm going to do a pen first. I got a few things. Could be keychains. Yeah, it totally could be keychains. So I'm going to do this one here. So this is some hard maple that I had. You can see that nice texture to it. And then I had a piece of this left from the first pen that I did. And the first pen that I did, it was a stabilized orange maple burl. So it's like a maple burl infused with an orange resin, basically. It was actually really, really cool. It looks really dark when you look at it here, but it actually comes out a lot lighter. So I figured I would give this a try and put it in the middle of some maple, and we'll see how that goes. So that's going to be cool. Oh, you just got some of the black and white ebony pen blanks, Johnny? That is awesome. Those things are amazing. Chase, did you order a pen kit too? You're going to jump in on this, eh? It's actually really fun. And what I like about the pens, so I spun them all during the week, and I work until like 6 o'clock at night. So I can come home, drill it up, and I can have a pen done usually in about an hour. So it's actually it's actually pretty cool there. So I do like that part about it. But yeah, so I am gonna get this set up and good to go. So that way we can rock and roll. Yeah, Chase, are you gonna do a live on that? You think you'll give that a shot? So Johnny, black and white ebony is really easy, like really good to spin. One cautious thing about it is toxic, so you don't want to be inhaling it. So respirator or whatnot, you're going to want to be wearing one of those in order to work with it. So I've got the face shield, and I just put that underneath. Yeah, that the turning part of pens, it actually comes pretty easy. The first one that I did, I made it the top end where the clip is. I made it way too fat, and because I made it way too fat, it just it didn't fit right. But all the other ones, I nailed it down pretty good, so that was awesome. I also got a new face mask finally, instead of this flimsy thing that keeps falling apart. So I'm pretty excited about that. So just for Mike Wilson, I'm going to turn this lathe on, and I'm going to put it on a slow speed and use the carbide. I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. It's going on. It's going on at fast speed. Make sure to like the video. It'll spread it around to everybody too, if you like what you see. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. Mike, you're 15 minutes per pen. Okay. Yeah, but you're a pro at it, right? You've got that thing nailed down. I'm getting there, Mike. I haven't adjusted the speed all the way up to the top yet. My God. I'm going to go up to about 23, 2400. All right, let's see how this does. Wait till you see the grain on this orange burl. It's amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Yeah. I'm mic'd up right here. Can you guys hear me all right? Hopefully you can. Anyways, I don't know if you can see it, but wait till this thing's done, and I'm going to show you up close. All right. I just realized one thing I did last time, and I forgot to do this time, is I got a second mic that points at me. So I'll set that up in here as well. So hopefully you guys can hear me all right. And hey, Mike, these mics, they're really good. They're Hollyland, and I think they were like $100 for a set of two, and it literally just plugs into a phone. It is super simple. So, all right, let's keep going. Almost there. So if you can't tell, my plan was kind of like highlight that part a little bit. That's why I'm leaving that one a little bit thicker. All right, I'm gonna see if I can take this down just the rest of the way with some sandpaper to even it out. This here that I'm using, this is a 120 grit only because I'm kind of using it to shape it a little bit. So figure I'll use 120 for this, and then I'll work it up a little. I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to sand this down a little bit finer, and then I'll take it off here, and I'll show you that that grain. Yeah, Mike, the setup is actually not too much. I got a phone holder. I've got microphones with that plug into a phone, and then that's it. And you've already got the shop equipment, right? So so it's all good. Hey, Tennessee, awesome! Thanks so much, appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna get this sanded up gradually to a higher grit, and then we're gonna look at doing the CA finish. Hey, Mike, just so you know, I've got this thing full throttle right now. So I think this is about a 300 grit, and then I'll take it up a little bit more than this. I got a bunch of these sanding sponges from Lee Valley Tools, and they're awesome. They work really well. Downfall with these: if you push on them too hard, the color rubs off on whatever you're making. So you got to be super light. And this is maple, so you're going to be able to see everything. All right, we're going to go. Let's go a little bit higher, just for a bit of a polish. I've got a 3000 here. Just want to see how much more I can get this to shine before I finish it. All right, I'm going to take this out just to show you the grain, and then I'll put it back in and finish it. If it'll come out. So let's see if you can. I don't know if you can see that grain pattern, but it's awesome. It'll come out even better when I do the oil, or when I do the CA finish. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. All right, I'm going to sand it down a little bit more with this one, just because I noticed some lines. All right, I think it looks pretty good. I think we're ready to start with the CA finish. Oh, I got to show you guys something. So, local guy, I was at a trade show And there's a local guy that makes this leather better. It's just a beeswax, but he's got on the back. And if you've ever used beeswax before, you can use that for so many different things. This goes from, he's got on the back here like it's leather, car seats, furniture, jackets, boots, like all kinds of different stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna do CA on this one. And then after I do the CA on this one, I'm gonna probably buff it up a little bit, and I might actually try for that some of that leather better stuff just right on top. I just want to see if that wax will or how it'll do. So I'm gonna grab this other stuff, and let's get some CA on here. So now I'm going to run this on low speed. Now, if you can see the maple burl, it just completely popped for color. Like the color on this orange maple burl is amazing. How's it going, Jeff? Trying to give that a minute and get some fresh 3000 to polish this up in between. That should work pretty good. You know, one of the most amazing things I find about the lathe is all the scraps you can use up. All right, like all that wood you're just gonna throw in the fire pit or whatnot, you can use it all up. All right, that just needs another minute. So, which is awesome. Beauty. Thanks for hitting the like button, Jeff. That's awesome, buddy. All right. Little bit more. Getting there. All right, should be good. So this first, I did a lot of research on this. This first layer of CA I put on, I did it really thin, just to kind of start like a base layer. That's pretty good. We're gonna actually give that a little bit more. All right, we're gonna hit it again. John Mark, how are you? Thanks for hopping in. Man, I love this orange pearl. The cool part is that this is regular maple and orange maple burl, so it's an entirely maple pen. So that part's pretty sweet. And then for the finish, we're gonna try some of this leather better stuff. The nice part about it, so I opened it and I let my wife smell it. And if you know lemon meringue pie, it smells identical to lemon meringue pie. It smells really, really good. Oh yeah, sorry, Jeff. No, if it's maple burl, yeah, no. I won't put any burl in a fire ever. Like burl gets used. But I have I got quite the collection now of scraps because my son has been coming into the shop and doing all kinds of stuff, which is awesome and amazing. I love seeing him in here. I just got to get him to clean up now. How you doing, LJ? All right. So the pen kits that I've got, they've got silver, rose gold, regular gold, and black. What do you guys think for a color with this one? Let me know what you think, and then I'll put one of them out. I don't think a rose gold is going to go with this. I think my go-to on this one, because of the orange burl, would probably be the gold color. That's what I'm thinking anyways. But you guys let me know what you think. That needs just a little bit longer. Black? Okay, black it is. Black it is. The only pain I found about the blanks is that everything comes in a separate package. So it's really kind of annoying to get it all out. I wish they were able to throw it in together. But at least this way, I mean, it stays in good shape. So kudos to them for why they do it that way. The only thing that I don't have is I don't have a pen press to press everything together. So because I don't have that, I've actually just been using this, the lathe itself. Yeah, it's a good point. That'll be good for contrast. All right, I think that's pretty good. So we're going to try some of this leather better. We're going to try some of this stuff and see how it does. Recently, I actually I was talking to a company some of you may be aware of called BM Wood Turning. And BM Wood Turning is actually sending me a pen press kit, which is awesome. That's the reason why I didn't buy one. But what they're sending me, instead of this whole unit where you press it together, is they're sending me the pieces to go in the lathe with the M2 taper, which is that's what my lathe is. So they're sending those ones, so that way I don't have to have the extra equipment. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. A vise in the shop. That's awesome, Mike. Yeah, I've got a vise, and honestly, I could probably use it. Actually, I've got a couple. So let's see. Wow. That ever come out shiny? It's not quite buffed in yet. It's still a little wet. So we're going to give that just a little bit more. So Mike, yeah, so this is exactly beeswax. That's what it is. I don't know what else is mixed with it. I mean, it's just a small private couple about an hour north of me. So I have no idea what else it is, but it does actually work pretty good. So I'm impressed with that. All right, I think we're ready to take this bad boy off. So this pen turning kit that I got, the one thing I don't like is in order to get it off, I have to use a wrench on a nut. So it's not the end of the world, but it's a little bit annoying. Yeah, I do. I definitely like the pen press idea. So I'm pretty happy I did that. So the other downfall with this kit here is I know everything fits tight on here, which is really good. Some of the stuff actually it doesn't move freely to press on, so it actually binds only on the threads. So I guess it's not a bad thing because at least it holds solid. All right, so let's see if you can get a better look. So that's the orange maple burl. It's a very small piece of it, but it's still really cool. Yeah, this is a very weird mandrel, but you know what? It works. So it's made by the Lee Valley Tools, the same company that makes like Veritas hand planes and all that stuff. So I figured it would be decent, but I don't think they actually made it. So, all right. Okay, now we just got to get it installed. So, fortunately, I got a quite a bit of practice with this. So that's nice. But, and hopefully, I think you can still see me back here. But I'm actually going to use, and it was a great idea, I'm going to use my bench vise for this. If it'll work. Beauty. Okay. That worked really well. So thanks for the idea. I think, Mike, you suggested that. So thanks for the idea. I think I'm just going to do this until I'm going to use this until I get that other kit. All right. So we got that piece in, which is awesome. Now I'm just going to make sure. All right, so I got to press it in just a little bit more. Hang on, almost done, guys. And then I'll bring it over there to show you, because the contrast is actually really cool. All right. Okay. Let's got to get this other piece pressed in. Hey, what's going on, Rich? How are you? Oh, man, guys, you made the right choice by suggesting black. Like 100% the right choice. Although, surprisingly enough, actually needs to be pressed in just a little bit more. Okay. All right, check that out. It's like beautiful. Love it. So kudos to you guys. The black was a really, really good choice. And so that's the maple burl. I'll turn this off. I don't know if you guys will get a better look. Probably not. But it's just a beautiful wood. So that's that's one done. So cool. I really like that one. This is what took me a little bit longer to perfect because the first one I made it like way too fat. So anyways, Bad Dragon, how's it going? Yeah, thanks, Mike. This is beautiful. I really like this one. The black and the maples, amazing. Now, I was gonna turn another pen, and I still might do that. But I also have something else I want to try. I was gonna show you guys. Is I have this roughly 6-inch by 6-inch chunk of walnut, and I want to make it into a bowl. And so after last week, I got one of these sharpening kits for my grinder, my sharpening setup. One of the ones that extends out so you can get the proper angle on your gouges. And I got this gouge, like it's beautiful, and I can't believe how razor sharp it is. So I think what I'm going to do next is we're going to throw this on here, and then we're going to make a bowl, and we're going to hope that this thing doesn't fly off and smoke me in the face. Thanks, Rich. Appreciate it. Next one, single tube from a slimline kit. Mike, you're going to have to elaborate on that one. I haven't gotten that much into pens yet. But are you talking not two pieces? It's the whole thing's one piece? Is that what you're talking about? All right. Sweep the wings back a little more. Are you talking, what are you referring to there, Mike? Sorry, I'm obviously not into the entirety of the lingo yet. So what do you mean? Sweep the wings back. Glue the clip end blank in. Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's just one full length, but you still use both tubes. Oh, that's cool. So not well. So far, Jeff, I have used this to turn the birch, but birch and walnut, there is a big difference there. So I'm curious to see how it goes. And worst case, I do have a new face shield, so keeps the chuck from happening. So round it over more. Rich, are you talking about actually cutting the corners off? Because I did think about doing that, about cutting these corners off first. I just I didn't actually get to it, but that's what I was thinking of. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Mike. You're talking about sharpening. Gotcha. Face shield first. Yeah, definitely face shield with this one. And I got a new upgraded one, which seems to be a little stronger. So, you know what? Let's give this a shot. Why not? I know I can trim the corner down, but don't know. Mike, I'm only going to use this on the outside, like on the inside of the bowl and whatnot. I'm going to switch over to the carbide because I don't have a bowl gouge yet. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Come up from the bottom, not straight on. Yeah. So I was going to go like this on a bit more of an angle, but I just got to adjust the height. Good tip though. Yeah. All right. Let's try it. Well, working. That's good. Hey, Daniel, what's up? Oh, we'll see how it goes, Mike. It's getting there. Yeah, I know. I see it coming out of there too, and I'm not worried about it flying off. I think I'm actually more worried about it ruining it. So what I might do, maybe I'll switch it over to the carbide to get the outside round. Maybe that's what I'll do. Go from there. So let's see. Yeah, so the carbide's definitely making a difference. Like, huge difference. What's going on, Mike? I'm just going to make sure it's still tight. Oh, turning towards the head. Yeah, I can do that. Almost there. I love the grain in this thing. kind of winging this as far as design goes. So we shall see. I'm actually going to switch out my tool rest for a smaller one. I got some new tool rest coming because this one is horrible. But until those new ones come, this will have to do. Yeah, right there. We'll tack that first. Well, we'll see how it goes, Jeff. Hopefully they're all right. So BM Tools is actually, they're sending me the set of 4 and the post on this lathe. Not my favorite, but the post is 5/8. So they're sending me the ones that'll fit, and we'll go from there till I get another lathe that'll work. All right. Shit. I just realized it's not even completely round yet. My bad. Let's get that done. Almost there. It's actually done really good on the end grain. It's like almost no visible tear out, which is really cool. One little tiny spot. All right, we're round. So now I'm going to start just shaping the base a bit. Pick a point on the bottom of the bowl. Keep working up from that place. We'll give you the shape that you want to get. And then rid of that flat quicker. Yeah, fair enough. I'm just kind of winging it at this point, but I do need to need to kind of figure out what I'm doing for the shape here. This is going to be the bottom, right? So I think I'm going to taper it down right here. So yeah, we'll go for something like that. Oh, that works. Whew. All right. This set up for the chuck. Now for the chuck, I'm only going to go about inch and 3/4. That's roughly how big I'm going to make the taper, I think. Yep. Right about there. That works. Does not like the bigger one that I have. Man, I can't wait for that other set of tool rests to come in, because I absolutely hate this one. Problem with this one is it's got a big like a chunk out of it, and so it doesn't work the best per se, but it'll work for this. Now for this, and hang on a sec. Let me see. Yeah, that's going to be my go-to. All right, that should be enough. Maybe too much. Yeah, no, I'm pulling the tailstock out now because I don't need it anymore. But yes, I could have removed the tailstock because of how I had it mounted. Honestly, Jeff, that probably would have been the smart thing to do. But oh well, live and learn. All right, I'm just gonna fine tune this a little bit, and then we'll get it in the chuck. Nope. All right. So I think we're pretty good to get it switched over. Beautiful. All right. Time to get it switched. And before anybody asks, or in case anybody asks, they are stainless screws that I used just to make sure it's a bit stronger. So I'm going to put on here my kind of crappy 2-stick chuck, but it still works. So I am good with it. You know what? Jeff, it's funny. I never even thought about that. And I was in that live, what was it, last Sunday, where you were talking to Mike about that. So probably could have, but such is life. And this is why I don't like this ridiculous design of a chuck. So one thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be checking this one pretty often. Find By Tools, I did ask them about more stuff. That's good. It's almost perfect. I did ask them about more stuff. They want to hold off a little bit. Did you guys, by chance, if any of you look them up, look up their newest planer that they came out with? At least in Canadian dollars, it's like $1,500, and it's essentially a DeWalt 735, except it's got a helical head in it, and instead of being 2 horse, it's 2.5 horsepower. Like it looks beefy, and the beds go out even further. The tables on either side. All right, I think we are good. So I am going to I'm going to use my carbide for this part because I don't have the bowl gouge. But I want to mark the walls first, just so I got a guide, a rough guide, literally a rough guide. So we shall see. Yeah, the helical is a beast. The helical that I put in my 735, oh man, like some of the stuff that I ran out. Actually, I'll show you guys this. I haven't done this one yet, and I don't even know if I'm going to. I had a bunch of scraps left of cherry and maple, so I limited this stuff together. Unsure if I'll do this for pen blanks because of turning it and popping into that joint and popping it apart. So not 100% sure, but I didn't sand this. This is, and this was actually like 18 inches long. So this is a piece I cut off. But look at the shine on that thing from the helical head. Like, it's insane. So if any of you are looking for a helical head, either for the DeWalt or any other planer, there should be, I believe there's a link in the description of this video, but if you go to the video I've got on it on my page, then there's a link that takes you directdirectly to the DeWalt cutter head. So it's awesome. All right, I'm gonna take this tailstock right off of here, and let's see if we can do this without having it fly off. Here, let me move you guys over here so you can get a better, you can see it better. Hang on one sec. Let's see if that works a bit better. Okay, I'm going to be cautious here. I'm going to check to make sure this is still tight. Yep, we're good. Yeah, it looks round. I have to admit, so I do like the carbide tools. This is one that Banggood sent to me. It's actually really, really good for the money. I am going to pick up probably another set of these and maybe some cryos at some point I want to try because I really do like traditional tools. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. BM Wood Tools might actually be sending me a 3/8 M2 cryo bowl gouge. BM wood turning. So hopefully they send that over and I'm going to give that one a shot. I'm looking forward to having the bowl gouge. Okay, don't judge me on this one, but I have done this quite a few times. But I like using my skew to straighten the inside of the bowl on the walls. And this skew is razor sharp. Like it's cutting walnut like it's butter, which is amazing. All right, back to the carbide. Man, I love this skew. Okay, hang on. I got to move a couple things. Oh yeah, lots to go. Turn my air cleaner on. I got a fan blowing everything away from me. And then I'm going to put the air cleaner on just to capture the stuff in the air. There we go. A little better light. I'm just going to see how thick this is. God, still got maybe 5/8 to go, and then we're good. Oh, we're getting there. And hit that like button, everyone. I hope sharing around. All right. We're almost like that is so I did it this way because so this piece was the dark to the light contrast and walnut, and so I did this side here so that way the outside of the bowl was going to get that nice end grain like this, but then it would be dark in the middle, and then the lighter stuff's going to be on the bottom, which you won't see as much. And I mean, we all like the dark part of walnut, right? So we are definitely getting there, but just because I don't trust it, I'm gonna make sure. Yep, we're still tight. Beauty. All right. That's not this one. Da, da, da. Yep, this one right here. And that's how sharp these lathe tools are. I don't even have to push it. I just guide it and it's cutting. I'm only taking little tiny bits off, just trying to dress the inside up a bit. That's not bad. I could probably take it a little thinner, but I don't think I need to. So. Awesome. Okay, so I just got to shave the inside of the walls. And then I think we're at the point to do some finish on sand and finishing. All right. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and send this up. So I'm not going to use that other 120 grit stuff that I have. I'm going to start with this sponge because being that it's somewhere around 300, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to work a little better. Start from middle and pull out. Yeah. Actually, the finish in here is really good. But I hear what you're saying. I was doing it the exact opposite way a little bit there. All right. For this, only just because it's walnut, I'm going to throw my mask on here for this part. And I don't trust my chuck, so I'm keeping the shield on. This is where that reverse would come in really handy. Like really handy. Okay, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull out the 120 to get it down a little bit. Oh well, no big deal. Hey Steve, how are you? All right. Fistful of shavings. Burn it to the inside. Oh, good call. I will do that. I haven't done that yet. Awesome. Well, I got a ton of shavings. So for a finish, what do you guys think I should do? So I've got this stuff here, tried and true linseed and beeswax, or I've got this other stuff, this leather better, which is just a beeswax polish. It works all in all kinds of different stuff, furnitures, that sort of thing. What do you guys think? Wax and buff? Wax and buff. Okay, cool. I am. I'm gonna sand this because it's got a couple rough spots. This is Zen grain, right? Oh, John, brown paper bag is absolutely awesome. It's like the equivalent of a 3,000 grit. Now I have 3,000 or more actually. I'm gonna do just a little bit of this one because I meant to do that anyways. Oh, it's nice and smooth, that's for sure. Okay. Oh man, even my shoes are full of sawdust. All right, let's try some of this stuff. I'm curious. Oh wow. This stuff is awesome. Guess I could probably make it easier. Turn this thing on low. Let's see if I can apply it a little bit easier that way. I'm way too much. I'm gonna have to reach out to these people, let them know how good their stuff works on wood. Wow. I'm gonna get the speed up, Mike. Don't worry. I just want to make sure it's evenly coated because some of the end grain here, it's not getting in everywhere. So I'm just gonna make sure it's in, and then that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get that speed up and get it all polished. Beautiful. Man. Love this finish. All right. Now I'm going to go grab a polishing rag so we can shine this thing up. Look at the shine on this. This is ridiculous. Wow. As soon as I'm done polishing it, I'll take it off here and show it to you. This is amazing stuff. So I've also got another company, Bumbleshoots. They're similar to this, actually. It's beeswax wood finishes. They're going to send me nice packages of their finishes, which might be similar to this. They've got beeswax, and I think they've got some oils too. So might be even better. Okay. Clean buff, and we're good. I've got like a color reflection. It's so shiny. This is like crazy. So let me get this off of here so I can show you guys. And I'm super happy this thing didn't fly off once. That is amazing. To be honest with you, I thought I cut the mortise or the tenon a little shallow. So I wasn't sure how that was going to go. But who knows? So let me show this to you. Actually, I'll bring you forward into the light a little bit more. And maybe that will help. Look at that. Like, so I didn't get all the back, which is fine. But like that's pretty cool. Look at the shine on that thing. Awesome. Cool. Finally got a chunk of this done. I got so much more. I've got so much more walnut also. I bought a ton of it for a really good price. How thick is the bottom? I probably left it a bit too thick, but I think in the middle, I'm going to say I'm somewhere around 1/2 inch to 5/8. But I only left a little bit more because I'm still getting used to it, and it makes me nervous about the mortise that I put in the bottom. And I don't want to cut all the way through it. So, but it's still pretty good. Thanks, Rich. John, that is a solid piece of walnut. So I found a new supplier, and I think I showed a little bit of this last week, but I'm going to show it to you again. This is another piece I got from him. This is walnut with an absolutely insane grain, but it's cracked in the middle and whatnot. So my wife's probably going to fill it with epoxy. Probably just clear stuff because I don't want to take away from the wood itself. So yeah, I got that from him, and it's all 8/4 thick, so it's all 2 inch thick. And I also got an 8-foot 8 foot long, 2 inch thick piece that was 6.5 to 7 inches wide. All RF kiln dried. So dried down quite a bit. And I got all of it for, I think it was maybe $90 or something like that. So it was actually pretty good. That makes me, it makes you nervous too, John. Yeah. Good opportunity to practice bow ties. Actually, John, that's a really, really cool idea. I have been wanting to practice those. So that's a really good idea. I might actually try that. Awesome. Okay. I'm just going to vacuum this up a little bit because I made an absolute disaster. And we'll go on and do another one. So I'm going to go ahead and use my handy dandy shop vac because dust collection I do not have. Sorry if it's a little loud, guys. Cool. That's just my little wheelie cart that I made for it. So, hey, Chris. So I'm in Canada. So I have a Craftex 12-inch by 18-inch. It's a CX813. It's an exclusive model to them. So the company is called Busy Bee. But yeah, it's pretty good lathe. I'm not going to complain. How do I only have a little bit of sawdust on my arm? If you saw me while I was turning, I was going like this and brushing it off. If you look at the floor, it's absolutely caked in sawdust. So now, what do you guys think? So I've got a couple other ideas. I can turn a ring, or I can turn another pen. What do you guys think? He's not as hairy. Yeah, when you turn, man, you are wearing that shit. But that said, my lathe is also higher, and you're also taller than I am too. Or at least you seem like you're taller. I'm not quite 6 feet, so. Make a lidded bowl. I don't have anything stuff set up for a lidded bowl, but a lidded bowl, that's something I want to do when I can get some stock that's thicker than 2 inches. That is definitely something that I want to do. Have I perfected them? I'm not going to say I perfected them. But that said, the last ones that I spun last weekend, I was able to get them down to 1.6 millimeters in thickness. And I cut out a channel in the middle and did a mixture of a colored pigment and CA glue to inset in that channel and then sanded it down. So overall, the ring, it was a comfort fit, so curved like this on the inside and on the outside a little bit. And it had an inlay. So I think I got pretty good at them. But I will say having this really, really awesome ring mandrel really, really helps for that. So maybe I'll turn one of these things. Unless you guys would rather see a pen. Oh, that's funny. Glue up some thicker stock. I am going to be gluing up some thicker stock. I had some time to glue a few things together, but not quite as much. You guys want to see a ring or you want to see a pen? You tell me, and then I'll make you either or. 3x3 stock into lidded containers. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. You know what? Why don't we do this? Oh, Chris, you want to see a ring? Okay. All right. Let me get my stuff out. And we will do a ring. So the first thing we got to do is bore out the center, and that's where I use this lovely beast in my tailstock. I love this boring head, and I can get such accuracy out of it. It's absolutely insane. So what I'll do is we'll turn one out of walnut. And I'm going to see if I can do the same thing and get the walnut about 1.6 millimeters thick. And then I'll show you guys with a caliper. So let's definitely, let's give that a try. So I've got this little piece of walnut here. I'm going to put that the chuck back on here, and we're going to bore out the hole in the center first. Boring after turning the outside, no, because I've got to bore the center first in order to put it on the mandrel that actually holds it. So I have to bore the center first, unfortunately. I don't have a choice there. But all good. One thing I will say about using small pieces like this, though, is they definitely need to be square. So I'm just going to cut this up on the bandsaw. Ooh. Interesting. Huh. Well, we'll turn it like this. My bandsaw seems to be a little bit messed up right now. The blade's just twisting on it with the tension all the way up, so that's not good. So I'll fix that after because I just put the blade on. All right. I don't think... yeah, no, it's got to be trimmed down. Okay. I'm going to hold this with a clamp. See if we can make this work. Got it. Perfect. Come back here, you. Perfect. Cool part about this is as long as you get it in one spot and you leave it in that one spot, then there's not going to be any problem with the hole whatsoever. All right. The other thing we got to do is we got to do the proper size. And so what I'm going to do is my wife was just talking to me about a very specific one that she wants. So we're going to spin that one. We're just going to bore about a 1/2 inch hole in it first. And then we'll use the boring head to fine tune it. All right, I'm going to move this over a little bit so you guys can hopefully a little better. And I'm not worried about any tear out because once I get this sized properly, I'm going to be taking the carbide. I'm going to take the carbide tool and I'm going to do the round over on the inside. All right, here, let me turn this a little bit more. Perfect. Okay. All right. So we got to do this the ring size. Last she checked said -5, which is this one here. So pretty easy way I figured to do this. Let's try that again. It's a little finicky, not gonna lie. Not the best way to do it. All right, so that's how wide we gotta go. So we gotta trim off maybe a couple millimeters. So in order to do that on this boring head, first of all, we're gonna recenter this. Okay, and that's already tight. Perfect. So now all we're going to do is make gradual passes on it. Still got a little bit to go. Hopefully we don't have to switch over to a bigger bit. You ever looking for something like this? 60 bucks I paid on Amazon for it. And it's the exact same one as another company was selling for 150 bucks. Hey, what's up, Ryan? All right, there we go. We're good. So we don't have to bore out anymore, which is good. Now we're going to swing the tool in, or the tool rest, and we're going to put, while it's in here, and we're going to finish the inside completely before we touch the outside. So I'm going to take the tailstock off for this part because we're going to need the space. And so we just got to make sure that this slides in and out, which it does. So we're going to be doing kind of like a curved shape on the inside. They call it a comfort fit. So we're not going to take anything off the inside, just the edges. And yeah, I know this seems sketchy. but it works. Trust me. All right. And then, so that seems to be pretty good. All right, that's not bad. Okay, so we're gonna do this on a bit of a finer grit because it's gonna sit against skin. It's gotta be nice and smooth. And then because we sanded away a little bit of the inside, we're gonna build that back up with CA. So we might have taken 0.5 millimeter off. So because of that, we're going to get some CA in there and let that start curing up. Thanks very much, John. Yeah, yeah, definitely hit the like button if you haven't yet. There we go. Okay. Give that a minute. Hit it with some 3000. And then we'll do a thicker coat. That'll get us towards where we want to be. Oh, you mean this one here? Yeah, I don't know. Some genius guy when it comes to wood turning told me about this stuff, and it's freaking awesome. Does the CA glue affect the finish? No. So John, very similar to a pen, the CA glue is the finish outside of polish, just like this here. This had some polish on it too, but the CA glue is going to be the finish. The other important part, especially on a ring like this, because it's in contact with your skin, is oh, what am I doing? I got to sand it first. The other important part is that the CA glue seals the grain. So it's definitely a good thing. All right, let's throw some more of this stuff in here. So if you can see that, it's looking really shiny, which is what we want because this is going up the skin, on the skin. So, and I'll let that dry, and then we're actually going to do 3 coats of CA on the inside because we got to build it up a little. Yeah, so John, up until 2 weeks ago, CA glue was new to me too, but you can get into it pretty quick. What's up, Brandon? How's it going? Thanks for popping in. Man, that stuff cures quick. Beautiful. All right. One more coat. One more coat. Hey, Mike, I am definitely going to be getting a subscription to this stuff because I'm getting to be almost through this bottle. It's actually kind of funny. I wasn't expecting it to go that quick, but with the amount of layers going on, yeah, it goes fast. So, and the only thing I'm not going to do for this, so I'm going to put that polish on as well. I'm not going to do it on the inside right now because on the inside it needs to be pinched in between these two collars. So these collars are different sizes. I'm actually going to switch these up because my wife's fingers are tiny. And the last ring I made was a big one. So those collars are not going to work. Cool part about this, it's all like really nice stainless steel. This jig costs over $100 just for this piece. But totally worth it in my opinion. I've actually got, I did advertise them a little bit. And I've got one person that's coming to see me in September because they want a custom ring. And they want to put horse mane in it from a horse of theirs that passed away. So a really special piece to them. So I'm going to try and do one of these and help this lady out. Okay, we're good. We're done with the chuck. Beautiful. The rest of it we will finish on the ring mandrel. I love this thing because it just threads right on, and then I just bring in the slide in the tailstock. So it's really, really cool. But so you get an idea. That's all it does right there. Pinches it in between. Now this one's going to take some finesse. If I'm going to try and do a channel in the middle and end up having to switch, I have to use carbide for this, but I'm going to end up switching it to use the detail carbide. All right. I cannot wait for that BM Wood stuff to show up so that way I can get a better tool rest. This one goes down pretty quick. Oh, Mike, man, no. You know what? I've never used Rubio, and I don't intend to because it is way too expensive. That's where for me the tried and true came in. But the CA glue, man, what a finish! Like I never would have thought to get that kind of finish with CA glue. All right, so we're gonna get this turned. And let's see if we can't get it down to about 1.6 millimeters in thickness. And we're going to go full tilt right away on this one. Because it goes quick. As I'm getting down to the end, I got to be really careful. Can't take off too much at once, anyway. So this is where these are going to come into play, so we can cut this thing to width. So we're going to set this up with how wide we want it. Oh, hang on. I got to tip a bit off. I got to grind it down. So when I bought these calipers, I put a little bit of an edge on it because the ring is really thick right now. And so I'm going to use these and actually push them into the ring to cut it to its width. And then you'll see the rings fly off the side. Pretty cool. Well, typically, okay, I'm going to shave it down a little bit more and then try that again because that should have worked. Oh, there goes that one. Look at that. Broke right in half. So this is the challenge. I haven't been able to get a walnut one down to 1.3 millimeters yet, but we can certainly keep trying. Now I just realized I'm out of that thin stuff of walnut, but what if we try some cherry? What do you guys think? Do some cherry, because obviously that didn't work. Fortunately, this is like really quick to set up and do. So cherry will be interesting because I have not tried it yet. Not for this. So let's see how it does. I think the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit more CA glue on the inside. Maybe that'll help. All right, and I haven't adjusted the boring head. So in theory, it should be set up at nearly the same diameter, but we're going to check it again anyway. Hey, what's going on, Jamie? How are you, man? Wrong way. There we go. Let's try and do this ring and not have it explode. Okay, got quite a bit to go on this one. Hey, a little more. All right. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's do this again. See if we can get it to work right this time. If you haven't already, hit that like button. See, let's see how many people we can get up in here. All right, cool. One thing I noticed, I'm not a huge fan of how the other side's looking, so we're going to fix it up. Much better. All right. Cool. Now we're good. So now we're going to put this back on our ring mandrel. Oh, shit. Guys, I missed a very critical step. I wasn't even thinking. We got to CA glue the inside because the CA not only finishes the inside, but it's going to help hold it together. I am so glad I remembered that. One thing I find with this, sometimes it's really hard to get the CA glue in there. There we go. I am so excited to try this out of cherry. I've never done this with cherry yet. So this is a complete experiment. But oh my God, look at that grain. That's going to be beautiful. All right. Thanks if you're in here watching. That's awesome. Make sure to hit that like button. Really, really helps out if you smash that thing. Almost. All right. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's go with that. Perfect. Now we got our center done. Now we can throw this thing back on the mandrel. All right, let's get this one turned. See what we can do with it. Yeah, Mike, your last stream was awesome, man. So many people. All right, we're getting thinner. We're going to try these things again. Let's see, because I think I was trying to probably take off too much last time. So I don't know if you just saw it shift at all, but it's yeah, it's it did not make it, man. Oh man! But let me show you what I was going for. So cherry I haven't used. The only one I've been able to get that thick was maple. But have a look at the diameter of that. So I could and actually, you know what? I could actually CA glue this just for fun. to see if we can do the channel in it. Let's. What the hell? Why not? So that breaking was my fault because I turned the knob when I shouldn't have, and I actually broke it. So that was me. No harm, no foul. What's everyone else been up to today? Building any projects or stuff in the shop, anything like that? All right, so I don't. Yeah, it's not going to hold too well. So I'm not going to give this a try because I think even with CA glue, it's probably not going to work really well. So I'm going to put some other blanks together. And, well, I'm going to look at doing more of these on another live. And one piece I'm really curious to try is this, which is spalted birch. It's really, really soft. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it thin, but we'll see how it goes. Turn some pens, finishing up some videos. That's awesome. That is awesome. Making leather patch hats on the laser, boring, but wicked good money maker. Oh, 100%. I tried that. The only, I could do them on the laser and everything, no problem. The only issue that I had was securing them to the hats because the hats had the seam down the middle, so I couldn't get the patch to stick properly over top of it. But they're still pretty fun to do. So, anyways, I think these projects have been pretty cool. This bowl is amazing with this beeswax finish. So this thing turned out amazing. And your guys' suggestions for this maple and orange maple burl pen with the black on it, absolutely amazing. So with that said, we're 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours in or so. I think we're gonna call it a night. I appreciate all of you stopping in to chat a little bit and see what's going on. Make sure to check out some of the other really, really good channels in this group. 77 Rockets, the Whack and Shack. You've got New Beginnings, My Honey's Homemade, all kinds of good channels on this in the chat here. So make sure you go to their channels, show their videos some love, subscribe, all that sort of stuff too. Share it so that way everybody can see it. And yeah. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm out. Have a good night. And we'll see you next time. I'm getting there. Oh, there. I couldn't find the button. Ha. All right. See ya.